Kaneshiro, nigga. In my run from reading BLUELOCK every week throughout this entire NEL, you always, and I mean always, find a way to surprise me. But this chapter right here, the word surprise would be too vague. Reading this chapter has made me go into a state of incredulity. Yes, I know big words like that. The fact that I had a whole tough edit for this man Nagi right here, thinking this chapter was his time to be on GOAT timing, just to come and find out that this egoger, yes, I said egoger, decides to... You know what? I'm not saying anything else. Enjoy the video. Chapter 298, Alone and Together. I really wasted that edit on this bump. Damn! So this chapter begins continuing off from Nagi's newfound reawakened ego, posing all tough as hell too, strapping the gloves on. Who does he think he is? The beginning text announces Nagi evolves with his ego. An incomplete genius finally flourishes. Now the lazy genius, following up from what he said at the end of the last chapter, makes it clear to Reo that he doesn't have to pass to him anymore. And likewise, he won't pass to Reo either, stating that he can still win without him. We shall see. Reo though rebuttals back, telling Nagi if they don't score the next goal in this game, it's over for them. But Nagi was like, no nigga! Reminding Reo that it's not about them, as but only about himself, putting into clarification that Reo's path isn't over, as he already secured his survival in his last play. But this Glazer, still after what he just pulled off, insists Nagi should run the duels like back in the good old days. But he just says that that approach won't work anymore. He's gonna do his own thing. Because if he continues to be with him, he'll rely too much on that bond. Understanding that kind of football won't make him the world's best. Saying just like how Reo feels to fight on his own, it's time for him to do the same. How many fucking times has he said this? And so Nagi right now for the first time says he feels scared of losing Reo, starting the final restart. In no time wasted, we see Bachira initiating a pass. Reo is over here calling for Nagi, but he's too locked in, willing to change this fear of his into fire, accepting to fight. Quickly, he intercepts the pass with a trap, soaring hella high, then crossing the ball to Augie with ease. Panning on Augie, he smirks like a proud father, overjoyed that Nagi has finally let his instincts awaken. 1-2ing the ball back to him while hitting the follow-up to Chigiri, keeping up the pace. And the way they're playing right now is making me feel like I'm watching Football Hub. Exquisite content. Nagi starts thinking on how he'll lose Reo and that he won't be able to play football with him anymore. And I can't front. Him saying this made my meter for his success go down, cause we gotta drop this relationship shit. So with the alley coming his way from Chigiri, Nagi continues rambling on, not thinking that this future right now that he is currently in would come, letting the ball roll over his back into a lift tap. Oh nah, he cooking and bro was not showing any signs of slowing down. Reo's still looking on, watches Nagi and Augie putting in work. While all this is happening, Nagi's thoughts fluctuate, still wanting to be with Reo. This is a scary ass panel. He internally asks himself that in the case of him getting stronger, he would like to stay on Reo's side. With the ball slowly descending, he acknowledges that he'll become a Nagi who can dream of being the best all on his own. He did a crazy feint on this Bachira player with the fresh cut while being in the flow. But then ninja shurikens spawn on the field, and ref, what the fuck are ninja shurikens doing in football? Come to find out, Atoya has pulled up. He was not about to let that revolutionary fluke slide on his squad. Really asked this man what stage of his volley was he about to pull off, adding that they got that on lockdown. Holy, I read this and it still hits. Nagi didn't know what to do. He was frozen, shiver me timbers. Atoya on that don't care, didn't ask timing, blitzes at him, and at this moment, Nagi says, go, I can do this on my own, until everything changed at this moment right here. Reo appears on his left side, flipping the whole trajectory of the match. And on the next page, Nagi passes the ball. And peep, as soon as I saw his representation of his ego disintegrate, I knew it was game, set, match. It's just like what Gosagi told them. There will be no dreams or miracles from the two of you, because the ball heading to Reo with Nagi on some "we are stronger together" text makes it to the foot of someone that would be the last person you would hope it would want to get to. Fucking Bachira. told the fraud he's not about that life, saying he's a failure of an egoist. And it just gets worse. The salaries start appearing as Bachira is soloing all of Manshine. Chigiri 6th, Rayo 7th, Kunagami 8th, Atoya 9th, Aiku 10th, Karasu 11th, and it doesn't get any better. The salaries keep rolling. Gagamaru, Aryu, and Yukimi are in the 12th through 14th spot. Nico, Hyuri, and Sendo are in the 15th through 17th spot. Turn to the right, Corona, Bomb Goalkeeper, and Zantetsu solidify those 18th through 20th spots. Then going further down, with Bachira in his range inside the box, Raichi and Kiori make the cut of the 21st and 22nd spot. Reaching the second to last page, we see Bachira score the final goal, quickly going to the present of Isagi's side. Peering ahead at the 23rd spot, he is shaken because ending off the chapter, noahsxz clears the 23rd spot with Nagi being locked off. Dude went from nice to meet you Japan to see you later Japan. Like, I'm so genuinely sad for y'all Nagi fans. Like, I definitely feel bad. Like, totally, this is all coming from the bottom of my heart, for sure, definitely. So I'm just gonna jump right off the bat and say this chapter for me was an easy 10 out of 10. The hype was definitely there, the twist was for sure there, and the writing was absolute peak. Never would I have thought we would live in a world where Kaneshiro writes off both of his favorite characters in one chapter. It is really rare to see an author not accommodate to certain fan base's agenda and say, fuck it, y'all are not eating good this week. So honestly, props to him. Now the media, can I tell you, was going stupid over Nagi's downfall. And shit, me too. I fell asleep on leak night and woke up to them on the very next day. Usually I would stay up for them, but the Lord knew better, I guess. So you can imagine how tilted I was when I saw them off the wake up. And I'm not even mad at Rayo for everything that led up to this moment, because it's not just his fault, it's also Nagi's fault. Well, more of Nagi's fault. Both of them are literal catalysts to each other's performance. Kaneshiro knew one of them had to go. The main thing that aggravates me is that this nigga Nagi was capping for those first few pages of the chapter, talking about, I'm not gonna pass the ball to you, Rayo, and I can win without you, Rayo. Like, dog, are we serious? But this really got me thinking, maybe this whole time the NEO was never meant to draw out Nagi's development. Maybe everything that has happened up until now was all for Rayo's development. It's like Kaneshiro's passing on the torch, trying to make us understand that it was never a story built on an unmotivated striker with his glazer doing tricks on his meat, but it was for the glazer to finally realize he doesn't need to do tricks on the unmotivated striker's meat. Let that sink in. So the moral of the story that I can say for this chapter is that hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. It's just like a dynamic between Isagi and Rin. Hard work being Isagi rivals talent being Rin. The difference though between the talents of Rin and Nagi is that Rin still works hard with his talent, while Nagi, having his talent, doesn't do anything with it. Therefore, there's never no ever evolving reproducible results. Holy shit, I think I've had a second awakening. What the fuck? Finally, in regards to my opinion on the salaries, I don't really care too much about that stuff, because at the end of the day, this list is stacked for the World Cup, apart from Fukaku. Like, let's be serious with each other. What does he even do? His biggest feats are how completely buns he is at his position, while we have a GOAT like Gagamaru pulling off insane saves in his rookie season. Like, disgusting. To end this video off, there's going to be a sudden break next week for the manga, so there won't be anything until the week after, with chapter 299 titled Blue Tears. Somebody is gonna start waterworks in the next chapter. Goodbye.
Where the fuck is you going? Why would you